welcome to my first sketchbook tour ever. This is probably the first sketchbook that I've ever actually completed out of the many that I've owned, and I'll have to show you the box later probably. But yeah, as you can see, I have a lot of Hamilton stickers on the cover because I had intended for this to be a Hamilton only sketchbook. It did not turn out that way, as you're about to see, but let's just dive right in, I guess. Never done one of these, so I keep a lot of papers and stuff in the front for like test pages and all that, and for like when I'm painting, I use this cover so it doesn't leak onto the next page, but that happens pretty commonly, as you'll see. I never like to draw, typically I don't like to draw on the first page, but I did anyways. Well, not really, but kind of technically. So here's the first picture. It's a Hamilton one, yeah. Most of these are Hamilton related, so there's From Right Hand Man and I think this is Guns and Ships. Yeah, I can't remember most of the time, but I haven't drawn these in a while. If there's other Hamilton fans out there, I will say that I copied like Shin's kind of style because I wanted to like develop my own style, and I really liked hers, and so most of these will kind of look like Shin's. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. I'll just add it in the bio later. Here's the Hamo Squad. Most of these are just Hamilton related. And here's Shawn Mendes that he dressed up for Halloween when he was still on tour. And it bled through, the purple bled through, so I decided to make like little characters on the next page. Everything else was just added. The purple was like from the one. This is Lauren's. This is a friend, because I wanted to draw something else. I was practicing people, so. Some lettering, more Hamilton. I tried to recreate this one digitally. It did not turn out the way that I wanted to, so I'm just gonna keep it the way it looks like in here because it looks nice in here. And some red sketches. It's kind of faint lines, but I don't know if you can get in that much. It's just a little bit of Ham Liza. I think that would be enough, yeah, when she's pregnant with Philip. Got some Helpless right here. This is from the artist Cappuccino. I'll have to add her in the bio later. I kind of copied from her too, because, yeah, why not? Some more Hamilton. Yeah, a lot of this first half will be Hamilton. It's Quiet Uptown. Mariah Reynolds. I'm not fond of her, but I love how this drawing came out. I love the red in the dress. I think it looks nice. I can't draw hands, as you will soon figure out. I can for the most part, but otherwise I really can't. A little self-portrait that I based off of a Draw This in Your style, something like that. Some more lettering. Hades Town, which is another musical. I think it's super cute. A friend requested that one actually, because I was bored and didn't know what else to draw. I had a project started that someone requested that I do make like OCs based off of like my friends. I started it, I never finished it. So yeah, and then there's more sketches. This was part of a series that I started called the Lil Ham series, which I did in January, which is in the back. I don't do my sketchbooks like in order page by page, so there'll be a lot of random sketches like throughout a thing. This was in December. This was by Meg Pegs. I'll have to add her in the bio too because her art is amazing. So it was basically just a prompt every day of December that we had to draw something based off of that was like related to Ham Liza. Some of these are my favorites, some of these I'm not exactly proud of. I like these two. These ones are super cute. I like this one. The proportions are off in most of these, like the heads are a little too big and like the hands are like really awful. I think this one's cute. This is the first gender bend thing that I did, and I started a gender bend Hamilton thing for, I think it was May. And if you want to go check it out, my Instagram will be in the bio. To see, like the head's really big and the hand is really small. I'm not proud of either of these two, but if you like them, then go ahead. This one's one of my favorites. This one's also one of my favorites. I think it's super cute. This one is my favorite out of the entire like prompt of the month. I thought it was super cute. Most of these are really really soft. Some of these are like really angsty. And yeah, like the last two obviously, because that's when he like dies and then she dies. See, look, it's like really sad. I'm sorry. But then they get back together, so it's okay. And then for February, yes, it's February, because I did the Lil Ham series in January. I decided to do Philadosia, which is Philip and Theodosia. I created a prompt for it, but I never finished it because February was a busy month for me, like because it was just a busy month. But I did the first 6 days, so yeah. I started the 7th day, I just never got to it, and I was like already late doing the first 6 days for my own prompt. Yeah, I know, it's weird, but it's fine. See, I started the 7th one, I just didn't finish it. And then this was a sketch that I did of my little sister. Her name's Maribel, I call her Mare Bear. This was a page that was originally in here, because I tore some of them out because I wanted to be just Hamilton related, but I decided it belongs in the sketchbook. And here's a car that I did that was also in here originally. I was at my brother's soccer game and decided to draw a car because it was right in front of me, so why not? Because I didn't want to go actually watch the game. This was when I took a trip to Scotland. It was at this little lake. It was super cute. So I did this little Lost in Japan kind of spread thing. The yellow marker from the next drawing kind of bled through, but it's okay. It's happening a lot in here. I based this picture based off of this. This was the original one back in like 2016, which is 4 years ago. I know, it's insane. No, it's okay. But yeah. And then some Max goof, because why not? These are usually when I do like songs like this, I have like a sticky note of songs. These are the songs I usually listen to when I'm drawing a character, because it helps me like get in the mood. So stand out obviously from a Goofy movie, and these are just other ones that I was listening to. I think Max Goof, I'm gonna have to admit, was probably my first childhood crush. So this has an interesting story behind it. So this person was like kind of accusing me of like tracing other people's stuff, and I was not. I don't trace obviously, but I was heavily referencing, and I have been working on that. I will admit I have been working on it. So what they did for me to defend myself and to prove that I was right, they gave me a picture to draw, and I went on live on Instagram and like drew it in front of them so you could see that I was actually drawing it by hand. And he apologized, so we're okay now. But since this was already here, I just decided to do it in my style anyways, because why not? And it's Hercules Mulligan if y'all don't know. And then these are some flowers that I had in the front of my yard, hanging on like the patio or whatever, so I just decided to draw it because my sister's like, oh, let's go draw the flowers in the front. There's more Max goof. I got bored because I have some lilies on my thing right here. The pink marker bled through from the one. A lot of the pink like markers are bleeding through. Like I did the paint, which you'll see here in a minute. Like it's like stained the spine for most of it. But here's some lilies. There's like a little world kind of thing. So if you know who Shawn Mendes is, I applaud you, because yes. But the first one I did was Illuminate, which was like I was just basically painting the covers, and I had like write the title down here. I did that like later in the sketchbook, which you'll see in a minute, but like I was just trying to fill pages, so I decided let's just do almost all of them. So here's handwritten, and then since they would bleed through the back, I just did little sketches, so like it looked like a little Night Fury, so I drew a little Night Fury. And then here's If I Can't Have You, when it was the single cover, and then little clouds and moons and stars, and then Senorita. And I wish there was more orange, and I did put a lot of orange, it just didn't stay. And then little mountains and a sunset. And I had some commissions in here. Most of the commissions that I've done have been traditional, which I'm surprised. So this is one, I'll have to tag her. Yeah, I'll just tag her. She requested something by Shin, so, but like, she let me have free reign with it, so I just got to do whatever I wanted. And then this person just like wanted their characters from a video game that they liked, of like her farmer and her wife, which I think is super cute. This was an OC that I started sketching out. I never like colored it. I actually plan on coloring it, I just haven't gone around to it. And then some midliner markers. If you'll notice I like putting like markers and stuff, like test pages in my sketchbooks. I just put them in the middle, so it's kind of hard to find them. And then here's some Phineas and Ferb. If you know what Phineas and Ferb is, you had a good childhood then, because that is the best cartoon that you will ever watch, I swear to goodness. And this is Lin-Manuel Miranda, which is the creator of Hamilton, and it was his birthday, so I just decided to draw a picture of him for the occasion. Here's Philip. I think I drew this for Philip Hamilton's birthday. This is another commission. It was a very interesting one to draw. I think you really see that I can't draw hands, but it's okay. I have a lot of sticky notes in here. So this is one of my OCs, which is Clementine Ripley, I think. Yeah. Which I usually call her Cleo because it's just easier. This is the first sketch I did of her. This was like another one. And this little kid gave me a flower, and I thought it was super cute, so I just taped it to the page. So here's Clementine. Here's Oliver. There's just a few OCs that I have. I'm planning on creating a story for them. I just haven't gotten that far because my mind is always thinking of something else and distracting myself, but it's okay. And so here's a couple other ones. Here's Angela and Raoul. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about that. Here's more Max goof, because why not? It's just easy to draw. This was a redraw that I did actually, based off of a Draw This in Your Style back in like maybe 2018, 2019. The original is somewhere. I just don't know where it's at. I'll have to find it. And then here's some markers, because I have a whole bunch of like Tombow markers, and I finally wanted to get them like sorted. You're seeing I'm like missing a lot because I get them in like packs. I don't get them like separately, so I should probably start that soon. So here's the Illuminate one, which I was talking about earlier that I started. This is actually a quote I'm pretty sure from the Handwritten album, but I just wanted to practice some like calligraphy and all that, so I did that there. I got bored, and as you can see, like of course like the other ones it just bled through, but this was already here before I did this. Anyways, I was testing charcoals because I was bored. Of course, that's what I do. So I just decided to draw an eye first, and then like it's crying, so it's like symbolic and it's making the rose grow. Anyway, I got bored. And then there's more flowers over here. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like flowers up here, there's flowers right there, and I just was testing charcoals. There's like nothing really significant about that. I was just bored. And then I got the brilliant idea. It's like, oh, we should start an Etsy shop soon. I started making ideas for it, like stickers and stuff. Like there's flowers and little bees and tulips and stuff, and like this cute little snake, which I think is adorable, which I don't like snakes, but I like how the drawing came out. I started the idea, I just never got to it. Like here's another flower one. This was just me filling up my page. This is the last page that I actually drew in here. Like I tell you, I don't do things like I don't do my sketchbooks in order, like going from page to page to page. I just do it randomly as I see fit. And so this is the last page that I did, which is basically just baby Phineas from that you usually see in the show, and then an adult Phineas because might as well. And then speaking of the Etsy shop, this was like the design that I basically came up with. I don't know if I want to change it though. I actually have a digital version on my computer where it's like this, but with the lily that I drew, because yeah. And then I'm like really into photography, and that's what I plan on doing for like a lifelong career, or my career after I graduate and all that. So of course we had to make logo designs for it. Naturally. These are a couple of, I guess, people in my piano class, and she was braiding her hair, and I just was like, oh, this is a great idea to sketch, so I just sketched it real quick in the moment. It's not my best work, but yeah. This was also a last minute thing. I think this was right before I did the Phineas one, because I needed a page to fill, and I was so eager to get this sketchbook done, I will admit, because if I don't get it done now, I'm going to forget about it for months. Again, like I have multiple times. So I just painted my Polaroid, which is broken, thanks to my brother who dropped it. Thank you for that. Again, it bled through, but here's like some chibi sketches of the Schuyler sisters. So here's Eliza, Angelica, and Peggy. Peggy's absolutely the cutest. Don't fight me on this, but I like Eliza better. It's okay, we'll be cliche together. There's a self-portrait because I was wearing this outfit, which is what you'll usually see me drawing myself in, which is like the pink sweater with the white stripes, and like I had jeans on here because it was like winter, but I usually draw it with shorts and like shorter boots, but oh well. And these are like some of the sketch requests that I've done, which is Philip, and there's some Philadoja, there's John Lawrence and Angelica, and then this is where the Little Ham series starts. I was started off with this idea of like, oh, all I want for Christmas is like this little tiny ham to carry with me everywhere. So I just made it into a series for January. So there's like Happy New Year's. Driving back home, because I was currently in Oklahoma at the time during New Year, so we drew back home the 2nd. The 3rd of January is when I went to actually go see Hamilton, so that was great. This is the first part of, let me see if I can find it again. I probably can't, but we're gonna try. This is the first part. Goodness gracious, where do I have so much stuff? This is the second part. That's what I meant earlier. Okay. Anyway, continuing on. This goes on as a day. It's just like sometimes I added other characters from Hamilton. Like, hold on. That was like my first day of school, I guess, at the new school or whatever. This is actually based off of a person that I know. Her name's Alexis. This was the firher time that I actually like hung out with her. We were just talking about books because I didn't have friends at the time, so I was talking to people. And it was Hamilton's birthday that day. So of course, just made a little comic, I guess. And then like, well, because there's Eliza. See, Eliza pops up. And Eliza's in this one. If you don't know, Eliza is Hamilton's wife. And then here's the Schuyler sisters in this one. Sometimes when I did the series, just to make it like not just about me, I would like have people guess what other characters I would add and like the day's picture, and if they got it right, then they would be put in the picture as well. I forgot who this is. I forget who most of them are, but yeah. So this, and then here's the Hamill squad. So there's Lafayette, Hercules Mulligan, Lawrence. There's Philip right there. See, this was another one where someone guessed that I would add these three, which is Aaron Burr, Thomas Jefferson, and James Madison, and she guessed it right, so of course she went in the thing. I think most of them, all of them are girls. None of the guys guessed right. And then I got bored, so I was just like, oh, we're taking a break. And then this was John Lawrence. She guessed John Lawrence Rice. I think this is A. Darnell, who's on Instagram. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. This was another one where it was, again, the Hamill squad. I think this is my best drawing of like little Lawrence. I don't know. I think it's super cute. And then this one's Simone Scribbles, and I don't know how to pronounce her username. I'm gonna try to remember though. But it was Angelica and Mariah in this one, and since I decided at the last minute to add another character, another person got the chance to ask it. I'm pretty sure they actually answered at the same time. I don't remember. Yeah. And then here's a Hamill squad again. Vulnerability. That's basically it. That's all I gotta say for that piece. And then here's Eliza and Philip, and she got it right. And then this one was George Washington and Jefferson, and I think it was Gobble Doubles. I got it right. She's so sweet. Her name's Gabby. I love her. And then these are just more marker testings. And like this golden marker, I had to test it all the time, or like draw it on the back page so many times, because what I used for like embellishments or whatever, and sometimes if you didn't like draw with it first, it like stained through the paper. But yeah, anyways, that's my sketchbook tour. I hope y'all enjoyed. I have another sketchbook waiting right in the corner of my desk for when I actually start on that one. But yeah, I actually finished a sketchbook for once. Yay, that never happens. All right, thanks for watching.